What is
up? What's the deal?
What's
We are
up?
back with another one.
Hey, we got the bro one. I mean, that's what y'all getting. I mean, it's not the best, but hey, he's on. We got him. We got him live on tonight. So
Mic'd up.
mic'd
Mic'd
up.
up, live 3-man.
There
Love
we go. So let's.
There we go.
Are y'all gonna watch the game tonight?
I don't know. I mean, how do you have a men's Olympic team and not even have a white guy on there?
I mean, you got Tatum. He's half. He looks like. And then
you don't even have the MVP of the championship, but you bring Tatum on there.
Bro, that's wild. Especially Kawhi not playing anymore, and then they bring in White over Brown. Like how the fuck do you do that?
I just seen on Twitter a while ago, Kyrie was in a strip club in Vegas already.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I'm sure Brown's
hundreds out.
I'm sure Brown's sitting right beside him.
Hell yeah, they got things to work out. They're fighting demons after that big loss.
They got the ass kicked.
Yeah, if they would have got anybody else would have got stuff like that, they'd be at the titty bar too.
Yeah,
man, that white boy went off on them, bro.
At the last game.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. It's hard for me to pronounce them foreign names like that. I can't even barely pronounce.
What's his name?
Well, I guess it was like a scrimmage. It was really more of a scrimmage. He was a real tall white dude.
Cooper Flagg.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
I guess that's who it was.
He just came out of high school this year. He's only 17 years old. He doesn't turn 18 till he's
what did he do?
In December. He got picked to play on the national team, and he's the first player. He's the first player in over a decade to get picked to play. He's going to Duke this year. He's going to play.
Oh, no shit.
He was the number one player in the nation. He signed with Duke.
He went off.
Dude, he went off, bro.
Cooper Flagg.
He got the ball and hit a jumper right over Anthony Davis, right in his face, bro. Like, dude, he was balling out, dude. Like they've been talking about him all over Undisputed today, dude. Like he's the talk.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this
dude. He's the talk, dude, and he's balling out. And he did make it look bad.
Is he about to go to college? Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's going. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, yeah, he's going to Duke this year, but no, dude, yeah. I knew he was good because I watched him play in high school and stuff like that. I saw some of the games and I saw him play at the McDonald's deal and everything like that. But after watching him play against, our U.S. Olympic team and seeing how he he was out there guarding Braun.
Who's he? If he's not playing for he's too young to play for the U.S. Olympic team. Well, they just had a scrimmage against the high schoolers?
The USA national team.
Who's the Cooper Flagg? What was he doing there? If he's 17,
he's on the U.S. national team.
Oh, the national team.
Yeah, the national team.
Damn, at 17.
Yeah, they were like scrimmaging them.
Yeah, they were scrimmaging. They only they lost to the U.S. team by 1 point.
He's got to be cold as shit.
Yeah, they lost 77-78. Bro, the dude, he's bad. I didn't think he was that good, but he's fucking. He showed out, and now
we're just looking at the starters.
That's what they were talking about too. They were like you got people like him that has to go to college for at least 1 year, so he's taking away a scholarship from somebody that could have that scholarship where he could just went straight to the NBA.
Is it more beneficial anymore? I mean, I guess now that you can get paid in college, it is more beneficial to go to college.
He is going to get paid a lot going there, but it's gonna. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
How about that kid, the wide receiver that transferred with his stuff?
What the hell are you banging on?
You in a wood shop right now?
That's what I'm saying. You in a wood shop right now?
Oh no, that's Alicia packing her cigarettes.
Damn, going
hard.
Alicia, the motherfuckers are packed.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
They're dead already.
They are packed.
Like a sledgehammer.
Golly.
But no, did you see that kid that transferred from Texas to Oregon, and that the owner of Oregon and them they gave him an unlimited NIL deal?
Shit,
no, I didn't know about that.
Unlimited. They said, "Come on here to Oregon, we'll give you unlimited."
Dude,
no wonder he flipped from Texas to Oregon.
What the fuck is unlimited? Like,
yeah, there's got to be a cap on that somewhere. You can't just go hog wild. Unlimited.
What's
the? Well, it's the guy that owns Nike that told him that he had unlimited NIL.
That might legitimately be unlimited.
So is he a football player?
Yeah, he'll be a freshman coming out. He committed to Texas because he wanted to play with Archie Manning. And then all of a sudden he flipped like 2 weeks ago, and nobody knows why he flipped. And it just came out today that the owner of Nike told him that he had an unlimited NIL.
Shit.
Dude,
so
is he?
No wonder.
What positions he play?
Wide receiver.
Is he that cold? I mean, because
yeah, I mean he's pretty good.
We've had some good players come out here lately, but I mean, I ain't heard anybody getting no unlimited NIL deal.
Especially from who did you say? Oklahoma?
No, he went from Texas to transferred to Oregon.
Oh, Oregon.
Which I mean,
Oregon College is pretty good, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, they're sponsored. Yeah. They're sponsored by Nike. Their uniforms are always cold.
Yeah,
their uniforms are always cold. So.
Green and orange, right? Oh, am I thinking about Miami?
They're like Oregon. Usually like green and black or green and white.
Okay.
They're always like they're a bunch of different colors.
Jeremiah McClellan.
Yeah, I don't know the dude.
Yeah, he was only like a 4-star receiver too.
That's just wild.
But he wanted to play with Archie Manning. And Archie Manning ain't starting this year.
I feel bad for Archie, man. I really do. I mean, and it sucks because I mean, like you're sitting behind a cold ass quarterback, anyways. Like it's not like the quarterback that's above him is all right quarterback. Like he's a fucking damn good quarterback. Like especially if you're on the cover of 2025 NCAA. Like the Texas quarterback is on the cover. Like that's how good he is. I'm like, everybody thought he was going to go into the NFL, and he stayed to play in the NCAA again, which I don't blame him. I mean, the dude's making a crap load of money.
Yeah, he said he wasn't going to do it, but then the NCAA offered him $60,000 to just do that. You seen that commercial where he's with Eli, right?
Yeah.
And they paid him $60,000 to do that one commercial.
Dude, yeah. I was reading on Yahoo today how like everybody in the NCAA and everything like that are pissed about it, like how much he's getting paid because of that.
Why
they don't think it's fair because that dude I think he got paid more than anybody. That's the whole reason he's in the because he opted out to not be in the game. He didn't want to be in the game.
Yeah.
Sounds like everybody else.
He didn't want nothing to do with
he didn't want nothing to do with the game. And
really?
He posted on Twitter. He's like, it's in the game is what he posted.
EA Sports.
Yeah, that's what he posted. It's in the game. And he's in it, and people are pissed because he's getting paid dumb money.
Well, I mean, the dude has one of the greatest football legacies of all time, right? Archie Manning.
I mean Archie, and then
greatest dynasties of all time.
And then you got Peyton, and you got Eli. I mean, he's coming from, and then his dad. I can't remember who his dad is. His
dad's Archie.
His dad is Archie, and then he's just the black sheep of the family.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was their dad. I thought Archie was their dad.
No, yeah, Archie's his grandpa, and they have another brother that didn't even play.
Yeah,
sports,
and that's who the kid's from.
It's got to be weird to be a Manning brother and not be a football star.
Yeah, especially your dad and your two brothers, and they're all Hall of Fame.
Cooper.
You got to be like a heart surgeon.
Cooper. Yeah, I think he did play. He did play sports and everything like that. He just wasn't.
He wasn't on that level.
He just wasn't on their level. He was just a mediocre player. He's just not Hall of Fame player like the rest of his family.
That sucks.
Because I think he said he was diagnosed with spinal stenosis.
That's. I'm sure they just.
So he had to stop playing.
I'm sure they just made something up.
Give him an easy out.
They had to give him an easy out. Like, hey,
I had to put my earphones in. I got my helper on the other end telling me stuff, like ESPN.
Oh yeah, who are you talking to, Cody?
No, I'm just joking.
I was like, who you talking to, Cody?
Cody's got my back. Tell him this. Tell him this.
Yeah.
Feeding lines.
Yeah, he was yeah, when I sent him that today at the shop, we had a Bobby Knight fucking chairs signed that he threw across the he threw two. Not the one from Indiana. He did one in Tech too.
But, yeah.
How'd that all make it all the way to West Texas?
Dude, I don't fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
That doesn't make sense.
But yeah, I mean, it is. Sense. I mean, we are like I could see if it was the one from Indiana.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Texas Tech isn't too far. Like,
how many chairs did he fucking throw?
He's thrown two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Texas Tech. That's understandable.
But no, it was legit. It was pretty fucking cool to see, and then it had the certificate of authenticity with it and everything like that. And which was even cooler because like the dude passed away, I think this year. So I mean,
yeah, I think it was last year.
Was it last year? I couldn't remember if it was last year or this year.
It's blowing by, bro. It's mid-July.
We're already in July.
It's mid-July right now. It's fucking crazy.
So
yeah, I turned another year younger this year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you bet to be the big 43 this year.
I decided I'm just stay the same 43. Age this year. I'm gonna just stay where I'm at.
Yeah, he's the older little brother.
I know how that feels. I was the little big brother. I was always big as shit. My brother's a toothpick.
I'm the little big brother.
My brother's a toothpick. So I was always big as fuck. They were like,
yeah, it used to always be funny because my dad and Cody used to always want to team up on me because I was bigger than both of them. I was like, well, that's fine. I'll take Colton. He was the smallest one. And, hell, me and Colton jacked him up, bro.
Hell yeah.
Are y'all having a fucking sausage party or?
but
back in the day, it was like Trey would beat the shit out of Cody. Cody would beat the shit out of me, and then I'd beat the shit out of Kaylee. And then when we beat up Kaylee, Trey would beat up all of us because we're beating up Kaylee, and Trey was all about Kaylee. So it's just a big
cheers.
You can't beat up with the youngest one, especially when she's a girl.
Dude, well, I mean, I'm not gonna. I had to beat up somebody. I was getting the shit out of me.
Yeah, we used to throw each other through the windows.
Dude, we did, bro, man. We did a lot of crap.
Throw each other from the top bunk.
Dude,
shit, yeah, from the top bunk is the thing right there. We used to have a Titantron, like the WCW fucking wrestling ring with the walkout Titantron, like a legit one when WCW was still around and shit. I put my brother through it from the top bunk. They were so mad at me because I broke it, but I put his ass through it because he was fucking chasing me.
My brother Trey
through the top bunk.
My best friend Chris Whitworth.
Yeah,
like we thought we broke his neck because Trey power bombed him on the trampoline, and all you hear is like you just hear like dude, and he just started crying, couldn't move. Like we thought he broke. We thought he broke his neck.
Like that trampoline. We're talking trampolines the other day. What you say?
Yeah, we were going straight mobile home floor.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have no mattress on the ground or anything. It was straight boom.
Dude, and yeah.
And here comes your parents running back there. What the hell's going on?
That's all you hear walking through running through the house. Yeah. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Yeah, I had a cousin. We were wrestling on trampoline. I had a cousin fall off, break his arm. He was like the oldest cousin, so he kind of just laughed it off, but you could tell that shit did not feel good. He fell clean on his wrist and just snapped it.
Oh yeah.
We're talking trampolines the other day. Speaking of, how was your fourth? Did you have a good fourth? Was it fire? Was it?
Dude, it was
anything good? Did you go to that?
I went down to my brother's.
Oh, did you?
I was about to say I went down to Trey's.
Hell yeah.
We put up his pool, and we got in the pool from when it was like an inch thick till it was completely full. Dude got sunburned as a motherfucker.
Yeah, that was like 6-7 hours deep.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
we came out like lobsters.
Dude, we did come out lobsters.
That's what the fourth is about.
I'm still
wearing it off.
No, I'm not peeling as bad. I didn't peel very bad at all, but yeah, I definitely got some sun.
Oh, last time you were on, you showed me a picture of your sister when she blistered up. That shit was unholy.
She got like second degree burn. She had to get burn cream.
Yeah, that shit didn't. That was the worst I've ever seen.
Dude, she's the white one of the family. She burns.
Yeah.
No tan at all. I finally went swimming for the first time this summer, last week. I was like, fuck it, why not? And
what?
Yeah, for the first time this summer.
That's the blackest thing you've ever said.
You know I can't swim. As a kid, I was the only one who could swim as a kid, and then I got older and I stopped floating, dude. I don't
stop floating.
I don't tread. I just sink like a It's really fucked up because like I can swim when I'm in the water. I can move, but I can't tread at all. I just sink. So if I'm in there, I'm moving. I'm a fish, but I'm breaching every like 8 seconds, and then going back under it. And all my buddies can tread and stand still, but I look like I'm dying because I'm only coming up to take a breath. So it's kind of pathetic. I went to Barton Springs with a bunch of buddies.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay in the shallow end.
Yeah, well, Barton Springs, it's like it's the shape of a football field. It's long as fuck, but it's an actual lake. So underneath, it's super cold and it's all green, mossy rock underneath. Some of it you can't even see; it's just green abyss. So we dive right in, and I'm confident in my swim skills. We get out in the middle, they start just
confident in my swim skills.
They just start treading like this, and I'm and they're like, "Are you all right?" And I'm not all right, but there's 1,000 people. Right. There's 1,000 super athletic, hot-looking people. Duty? There's no lifeguard because it's not a real pool. It's a fucking spring cut out of a creek, and I'm drowning. And this dude, I went with 2 buddies, and one of their older brothers. The older brother had to like pull me to the shore. It was the most embarrassing moment of my fucking adulthood, dude. I was probably 19, 20.
Y'all ready to go to the Frio? No, I better not.
And my buddy tried to get me to go out last weekend and go float the river. I'm not floating the river without a lifeguard or my wife to save me because I will not.
You should just get a life jacket.
That's what I'm saying. You just bring a life jacket.
Yeah.
Everybody be like, look at this guy. He
exactly. This fucking adult man has a life jacket. God. Adult man. Yeah, he's got a tampon in his ass, dude. I can't be the only man out there with a fucking life jacket, dude. No, I'd rather die.
You need to like.
I'll wait for y'all on shore.
Just resuscitate me.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait back for y'all.
I'm not going out like a bitch. Just resuscitate me.
You just need to make you like some shorts that have like some floaties inside. Like people don't
I flip my pockets inside out. That way they fill up with water and then keep me afloat. Lay on my back.
But no, it was good. I mean, we hung out, we cooked out, we drank.
We drank a lot.
Yeah.
You get any fireworks?
A lot.
No, we did not.
No, it's against the law. I still got a shit.
No, he lives in town, so like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got the burn ban going on, but nobody here gave a shit. They were popping them all night long over here. I didn't pop any outside. We went out to Tuscola, and we sent a bunch of. Oh my god,
dude! I heard they actually have I didn't even know Tuscola had a show. They said they actually have a good show.
Tuscola had. Well, I didn't go to the show. I was just popping them. My brother-in-law lives out there, so we're popping them. It was a good time though. We had mortars. We had my father-in-law spent $1,000. They go to this.
That dude's so rich.
I know he's loving his life. They're friends with. There's a Boomba fireworks stand. They had a fireworks show this year. That's the closest, most fucking badass show I've ever been that close to. They easily sent 25, maybe 30 grand in the sky. There was fireworks popping for 45 straight minutes. There's a video I show everybody.
Dude, I heard
incredible.
I heard the Abilene one show went up in flames.
The one in Wiley did.
Yeah,
it started a fire. Yeah, wow. And you had to pay to get in that one. It was like $14 or something.
Dang.
And there was fire
just
to get in,
just for it to go up in flames.
It went on for like a solid, I don't know exactly how long, and then it just went dry, nothing at all. And then people were like, "What's going on?" It started a fucking fire. Yeah. I wouldn't want to pay for that, dude.
My cousin up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, he does a thing. It's called Kaboom Town, and he's the like big guy that's over all them fireworks that builds them and shit like that. It's like pretty legit.
They do like the ones for like the NASCAR racing for Texas Rangers.
Yeah,
like, they do like the big ones, like the big shows, and like dude, my brother went down
when the Cowboys and I think it was the Lions when they went up there to play them and they caught that field on fire.
Oh yeah,
that was them, and I mean it wasn't on purpose, but it was like my cousin told me it was like an 8-inch mortar that didn't blow up. It blew up down in the tube and it like caught the whole field on fire.
There's a viral video of somebody holding one in their hand and it blows off the right hand.
They're fucking idiots.
Yeah, they really fucking.
Yeah, Jason Pierre-Paul.
Dude, his hand was fucked up, dude.
It was on these people's yard. Yeah, the show I went to, look, it's on these people's yard. Their house is over here. There's like a bunch of lights around it. There's 6 food trucks. They had Taco Lote out there.
This is in Tuscola?
This is at the Boomba fireworks stand. If you pass Quick Trip right here and just keep going straight for like 2 or 3 miles.
Oh,
it's somebody's house. It's somebody's house. They built a house And then there I'm standing.
Some people got way too much money.
Way too much. This is one person's house. When the camera pans, there's like they let their son build a house in between theirs, and they have a giant field. So there's 1,000 people from town sitting on their front lawn. They sent up like 30 racks, easily sent up 30,000 in fireworks. This is the finale. Just look how beautiful this is.
Dude, I saw that. Didn't you put that on Instagram?
I did, yeah.
I was about to say I did see that on Instagram. That shit was wild.
That's
was
crazy.
Like, damn.
That's the closest I've ever been to like such a badass show. That was close to the finale. But dude, that's all wild. Those ones that swerve back and forth are like $250 a piece. My father-in-law told me, and they send them up all night, 45 minutes straight. We got out there at 7:30. They were like, "Come here at 7:30. We're gonna start them at 9:30." I didn't read the fine print. They really didn't start until like 9:45, almost 10, and then they popped them until almost 11. Right? They easily. I mean, they sent up shit. I wouldn't be surprised if it was $40,000, $50,000. They sent up so many fireworks. It was the closest I've ever sat to a show. And then we bought a bunch, went back and popped them at my brother-in-law's house. That shit was so much fun, dude.
No,
I got a bunch left over right now.
My kid was with his mom this time, so I normally have him on the 4th, but no, I didn't have him this time. So this is like the first year, and I can't tell you how many years that we didn't go all out on fireworks, because we normally do. We usually have a big fireworks show at my parents' house. But yeah, this is the first year in a long time. But so since we didn't do that, I went down to my brother's.
Yeah.
I drove down there and surprised them. And I called him, I texted him like 5 miles out, and I was like, "Hey, you still at work?" And he was like, "Yeah." So I show up because he works with his mom and dad. And I show up there, and I was like, I walk in, I was like, "Yeah, is Trey here?" And they're like, "No, he went to lunch." And I was like, "I just called him."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Yeah, was Mickey or Luann here?" And they're like, "No, they all went to lunch." I was like, "These motherfuckers
bring you all the way
That's
out there."
And then I was like, "Dude," and I called him. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "Going to lunch." And I was like, "Well, I'm sitting in your office right now. Like, where the hell are you?" And he was like, "Well, come to B-Dubs." So I show up, and he was like, "Dude, I didn't know you were coming." I was like, "Well, I'm trying to fucking surprise y'all, but
yeah,
see how that worked." But no,
yeah, I mean, hell, I would have stuck around if I'd have known he was coming. He didn't say anything but other than, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're working?"
Yeah, I was like, "You working? I got a question for you." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, shoot." And I was like, "All right, that's all I needed to know." I was about to be there. And then I get there, and I was like, "These motherfuckers aren't even here." And then the lady looks at me because she didn't know that we were brothers. She's never seen me. And I was like, "Well, I'm his brother." And she was like, "You're who?" And I was like, "I'm his brother." And she was like, looked at me all weird and stuff. And I was like, and I came back, and we came back to get his truck, and she was like, "Did you say you were his brother?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm his little big brother." But yeah, we're brothers.
So does Clay make Dallas any better?
I think so. I mean, I honestly wish they would have kept Jones Jr., but I mean, having Clay, I think the thing about it is, like, hopefully you get the Splash Brother Clay where he's good on offense and defense. But worst case scenario, even if he's not on offense, I mean, you're still getting a fucking badass defensive player. That's the thing about Clay. Man, he's a hell of a defensive player.
But is there chemistry there?
He'll lock down anybody.
Is there chemistry there with him and Luka?
His dad
or
played
with
for
him
Dallas.
And Tyree?
Yeah, his dad didn't want him to.
Really?
Yeah, his dad didn't want him to go.
His dad played for Dallas?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But, I mean, you could tell the whole time against the Celtics in Dallas that every person keyed on Luka and Kyrie the whole time.
Yeah.
There wasn't anybody else they were worried about. They were okay with giving up 4 3-pointers a game. Well, you're going to have to put somebody on Clay too.
Yeah, and that's the thing right there. Is like, honestly, I didn't think they were going to be able to lock them down like they did. But yeah, it's going to be hard for people to lock down 3 good players like that.
Well, who was with Mavericks when there was another European player with the Mavericks back when Luka first started, right? Another big man.
That's the guy, the Porzingis or whatever.
Porzingis.
That's who played for the Celtics this year.
Just to have another big man on with.
But he didn't
Kyrie.
and the thing about that is he didn't do shit when he was with Dallas.
Nah,
that was the thing.
They got rid of him pretty quick.
Yeah,
he damn sure didn't play like he did for the Celtics the first game.
I was about to say, yeah, he didn't. The way he played for even New York, like, dude, he played better for New York and the Celtics. Dude, when he came to Dallas, it was just like, dude, he was junk.
Yeah.
He was like, he did not want to be there.
No, he didn't.
But I mean, he's got Clay's definitely. Say what?
What's up?
I was about to say, y'all heard the new news. Hopefully it's true. I think Jerry Jones is about to sell the Cowboys.
He's selling the Cowboys?
Yeah, they're talking about it. That he's going to go out. He's like they would rather get a $10 billion check and give his kids like $1 billion a piece, other than letting them keep it. Dude, it's been talks that Elon Musk might buy it.
Dude, I saw he just got rid of like $6 billion worth of stocks with Amazon. They've been talking about it. Dude, that'd be crazy. They need to. Then y'all actually might be good again.
Hey, dude. Look, dude, how do you not sign the bet? I mean, I can understand Dak. He's up in there, but how do you not sign the best wide receiver in the NFL?
Yeah, you definitely got to sign CD. Like that dude, you can't just. I was about to say you're going to lose somebody because you got to sign Micah, you got to sign Dak, and you got to sign CD. So you're going to lose one of the three.
Yeah.
But CD is a must. So that's the first person you got to get that contract with. And then you got to sit down and figure, are we going to keep Micah or are we going to keep Dak? Because we're going to lose one of the two. Like who?
Well, I mean, honestly, they can afford all three, but then who else are you going to get? You're not going to have money.
That's the whole reason I said that, because you're not going to have any money because you're going to blow it on three people. So honestly, you need to sit down and be like, who's going to make the biggest impact for us to keep? And what's up?
I'm really praying that the NFLPA sits down next year and puts a limit on the quarterback position of the salary cap.
Dude,
because if not, you're going to have a quarterback in 2 years making $100 million a year.
Yeah,
this ain't basketball, bro.
Dude, yeah. But the thing is, like, the NFL doesn't have the cap like NBA does.
Yeah, I know, because all they got to do is pay a luxury tax.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, we're just going to keep on kicking.
Yeah,
we'll be all right. We'll just pay $25 extra million for that luxury tax, and we'll just keep signing all these guys.
Well, you don't get them. All these quarterbacks now are selfish. Besides, like Patrick. I mean, Patrick made his go out within like 10 years, and still took a pay cut so he could get more players. I mean, you don't find a whole lot of people that are like that.
It's easy to make that sacrifice. Easy to sacrifice your own money when you already got two rings, and you're on your way to number 3, and
making million on millions just with all the investments he's got. All the commercials he's doing.
He can spare it.
Like, that's the thing. He can spare it.
It's more about another ring than him. He doesn't give a fuck about the money now. He's already got the money.
He wants to go down as the GOAT.
But when you don't have a guaranteed ring in the next season, and not even that the Chiefs do, but when you're not that close, it's hard for, as a quarterback to make those sacrifices.
They trying to get that 3-peat.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, you're talking about Patty. He's going to have a $55 million cap hit this year, and who's the number one receiver on KC? They don't have a number one receiver.
Travis?
I mean, they got it spread out.
Unless you're going to
as a quarterback, he don't need one.
I was going to say,
unless you're counting Travis Kelce.
I was about to say,
you definitely I
don't know if they count tight ends as a receiver or not.
Fair. Shit,
why do you think Tom Brady won so many championships? Because he only made $20 million a year, and all the rest of the money was for a defense that's badass.
A defense and then his line. He just needed somebody to block for him so he could stay in the pocket, not run because he couldn't run, and then he had a badass defense.
Well, the relationship that he had with his coach and the owner of the Patriots was, uncanny. Nobody else has a relationship.
Everybody else, like their running back, like 90% of their team, none of them are Hall of Famers. They were just they're all mediocre players.
Mediocre.
But Jerry ain't gonna bend to the will of Dak, and what Dak prefers, the way that Belichick was bending to the will of Tom Brady and letting him decide how things were gonna go. I don't think.
I was reading today that Dak is 2-5 in the playoffs, but he is 0-4 when down by 30 points because almost every game but 2, he's been down 30 points, just like when he played against Green Bay. So you want a quarterback to score 50 points a game? They scored 48 points. Not every quarterback can score 50 points a game.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah. But no, it is impossible.
Almost, it is
and
almost
you're
impossible.
not gonna drop fucking. And that's the thing. And that was the thing about who was it? It was kind of like the Jets. Like, dude, like they're kept losing all these games and they're blaming their coach and everything like that. I'm like, bro, like Aaron Rodgers was out, of course, and that is a big factor. But I mean, they're fucking losing and they're still dropping 30, 40 fucking points.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like it's hard to. I don't know. It's just hard.
Yeah, it's hard to come back from
It
30.
is, and I mean,
such a deficit.
Like how they were talking about Dak, like who's the better player, Jalen or Dak? And there's nothing that Jalen Hurts does better than Dak other than run the read option. Maybe the tush push, but as a natural quarterback throwing the football, Jalen Hurts doesn't do it better. He does it. Like as a team, now Jalen Hurts is the better quarterback as a team. But when's the last time the NFL and the quarterbacks were? I mean, the NFL is about a team, not about a quarterback.
As a team, it's tough too, though.
Yeah.
Seeing Dak perform.
I mean, you have the best offensive line in the last 4 years since you even came into the league. How could it not be difficult?
You're really about to see, though, because, I mean, they did lose a lot of their offensive line. So.
Yeah, they did.
So
they did. And they lost a lot of their defensive line, too.
I was about to say Cox fucking retired. You got Kelsey that retired. You got fucking
that Riddick. He went to a different team.
Kelsey did retire.
Yeah, Kelsey retired.
Yeah, he finally hung it up.
And then you lost Swift went to Chicago.
Yeah, but they got Saquon on that. But Saquon ain't going to stay healthy all 17 games. I guarantee you right now.
No.
He's inconsistent.
That dude hasn't stayed healthy yet.
It's a damn shame, dude.
Honestly, I'm gonna say I'm gonna call it now. I think the dude is actually gonna have a healthy year, and he's actually gonna fucking ball out.
I hope so.
Just cause, but I think it's gonna be a 1 year and done. I'm gonna say it's I'm gonna say it's a 1 year and done. He's actually gonna fucking ball out and have a decent. He's gonna be first or second in the rushing.
I'd like to see him have a breakout year because he had a lot of promise behind him. I'd love to see Saquon.
I don't think he's going to be number one. I think he'll be top three because you'll have Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be one or two, and then you're going to and fucking Baltimore's about to be running the ball a lot too. They just fucking got Derrick Henry.
Boy from Detroit, that Jamal Gibbons or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's going to be off the chain.
Yeah, he is going to be off the chain. He's good too. But
I mean, you can't, and you're giving Dak, okay, well, you're going to need to win, and you got Zeke Elliott and Rico Dowdle in the backfield. And you're wanting them to have a running team. What are you talking about? Oh, don't forget Deuce Vaughn, who's 5'4".
Yeah, but I mean, he's on the team because of his dad. But I will give him props. The dude is a fucking badass special team player. He is a damn good special team player.
I think so too.
I do.
I think with the new kickoff rules this year, he's gonna be that guy.
Oh yeah. I do like watching him on the special team. But other than that, that's about all that guy's ever gonna be. No offense.
Yeah.
He's never gonna make it as an NFL running back.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, he might be that fill-in guy every once in a while on a screen pass or shovel pass or some shit like that, but he's not a 3-down back. He's not even a 2-down back.
No, he's honestly, he's not a back at all.
Who's his dad?
He's the recruiting coach.
He's like recruiting operations of the Cowboys or something like that.
So they picked him up. They picked him up late. Which he did good. He went to Kansas State, and he was really good there.
He was like Big 12 Player of the Year 2 years in a row.
No shit.
Like he balled out.
He's the number one leading rushing leader for Kansas State that he did the other year, and it was like almost 2,000 yards rushing.
Damn. What's up? Well,
so on the football,
and if them Houston Texans don't do something this year with the team that they have, They're gonna do something
Dude,
else. They better go to the Super Bowl.
They got a squad.
Really?
They got a squad. Yeah, they got Diggs. They got Stephon Diggs. They got Joe Mixon as their running back. They got C.J. Stroud. They got fucking They got
Dell.
They got Dell as their receiver.
Collins.
Yeah.
Stroud, yeah.
Dalton Schultz.
Dude, oh yeah, Dalton Schultz. I forgot he was the old tight end for Dallas.
Dalton
But
Schultz.
dude,
then they on defense they got Wilson, and they picked up the Griffin from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Like if they don't win, bro, then that's Dallas 2.0 right there.
Collins.
Yeah, it really is. Dude, I was actually.
I'm telling you, I debated with them this year with Scotty. I was like, man, I said I think I might be going for Houston this year. I was like, but I mean, I don't know if I can break myself down to it, but if they lose the first 3 games, Dallas does. I'm telling you, I'm done with them.
Dude, y'all do got a pretty fucking tough couple first game schedule, anyways. Though
first 7 games, bro.
Yeah, I picked that out. We were talking about that at work, and I said to somebody, I think it was out of y'all's first 7 games. I was like, I see y'all losing 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, starting with the Bears, then the Steelers, Giants, Rams, Colts, Bears again, Vikings, Jags.
Who's this? Cowboys?
And the Bills, Texans.
Oh, Texans. No, their schedule is not as tough as the Cowboys at all.
Yeah, what's Cowboys looking like?
Yeah, you're talking about the Cowboys. Like, man, they start out with the Browns. Then they start out with the Browns. Then they go to
y'all start out with the Rams.
Start with the Rams, then the Raiders. Shit, then the Chargers, then the Browns, the Saints. Ravens,
them are just preseason games though.
Oh, when is the actual season kick off? Was that September, late September?
Yeah, it'll be like September, I think. 18th,
yeah.
September 18th. Because I got
8th, September 8th is the first week, and we play
Browns.
I was about to say, I got squares.
The
on
Browns. Then like the week 3 is Baltimore.
Yeah,
then
they're getting fucking
New
York,
the Lions,
New York, Pittsburgh, Lions,
San Francisco.
Lions going to be hard. San Francisco's is going to be that. I was
about
to say,
the Eagles.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be ugly
October. The Texans after the Eagles.
Yeah, because you're gonna go. Yeah, you're gonna go Browns. You're gonna win that. You're gonna beat the Saints. Then you're gonna lose to the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Beat the Giants. Beat the Steelers.
Hopefully beat the Giants.
Lose to the Lions. Lose to the 49ers.
Yeah.
And then the Eagles. Eagles is a 50-50. It don't matter if they got a shitty squad or if they got a good squad. It's always 50-50.
Is Rodgers healthy yet?
Yeah, Rodgers is playing this year.
Okay.
And same way with the Commanders. Commanders can be the worst team in the NFL, but when they play the Cow, it's a 50-50 deal. It's either Commanders are winning or Cowboys are winning. It doesn't matter.
True.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about the Giants.
That's it. That's exactly how it is with the Giants. Like on paper, they should beat the fuck out of the Commanders, and they should beat the fuck out of the
Danny Dimes. Throw it Dimes.
You've seen it.
But the thing, I was listening to Theo Vaughn, and he was talking about. Have you seen all the allegations about Sketch?
Yeah.
And dude, he was like, I don't know why you're surprised. The dude's a Houston fan. Like, the dude, I was like, I don't know what's more gay than that. He was like,
yeah, they're not allegations, but he admitted it.
He did admit it, but dude, and like the crazy part about it is. He's gotten so many offers from girls from OnlyFans.
Right? He was just on stream with some chicks, and
that's what she said. She was like, honestly, you look good back then. She was like, I want to bring you on and do a set with you.
Oh, now that he's come out with all that?
Since she came out, and she was like, yeah, back in the day, he says he's not gay anymore or anything like that. But she was like, well, you look good, and she was like, I want to bring you on my set and let's do a set together, me and you. I'm like, bro, like, dude, all these girls are just flocking at him just because.
I couldn't find any like real videos. All I could find was
I didn't look for real videos.
I was digging a little bit. I was digging a little while yesterday. I showed my boy Jack because he's the one that showed me who Sketch was months ago. So I went on a little manhunt. I couldn't find nothing. I found like 2 pictures that are kind of blurry.
I saw the Sketch was digging too.
Dude, I follow Antonio Brown on Twitter, and it was like he posted a picture, and he was like the sketch kit, and it was some shoes, glasses, and a black dildo.
Yeah, I guess he went met up with FaZe Clan, some of the FaZe Clan guys, and
but dude, yeah,
that girl's
do what?
That girl Sketch is dating. She's hot as hell, though.
Dude,
that's what I hear.
Dude, he gets baddies.
Maybe it's like, and they stream a lot
baddies.
together. They stream a lot together. Maybe it's one of those situations where, like, you know, she makes him look good for the camera. He pays her a little bit off the top, but they never actually have to do anything because you've never really seen him like make out with a chick.
Well, no, the girl that he's with, which is she's hot. They were like, I think they went to like high school or something like that. They've known each other for a long time. And they finally like started like going out and everything like that, and then they made it official.
But this is because his opportunity.
He blew off this girl that was like, I'm not saying this girl's not hot, but this girl was a 10.
Yeah.
And everybody was giving her crap because he blew her off, and she was like, I didn't know. Like, he was like, he just stopped talking to me.
But this is his opportunity. I mean, if he's gonna come clean, if he is gay, it's a perfect opportunity to be like, okay.
Well, he said he's not. He was
he
like,
didn't have to come clean.
He did no.
It was somebody else.
Yeah, somebody blew him out.
I hear it's on Twitch. I hear you can see the shit on Twitch. I'm not going.
I don't get on. I don't know what Twitch is. I mean,
Twitch is cool.
I was like, I've heard about Twitch.
I go on Twitch for podcasts, but I've never watched people.
No, he was like, I knew it was gonna come out. He made a big long ass video about it. It was on TikTok, and he was like, I knew it was gonna come out. He was like, it was either me tell it or me deny it. And he's like, I'm not going to deny it. He was like, everybody knows. He was like, it is what happened and everything like that. He started crying. He was like, he was like, I'm sorry to my family and all my friends. And all his friends were still like there for him. I was like, dude.
Yeah, that was cool to see the support. A lot of people hated it, especially a lot of streamers. It's weird. Streamers, like video game streamers, they are like the trolls of the internet just with a face. They say the ugliest shit they would never say in person. They're getting punched a lot in public. I see a lot of streamers, and I don't even follow any streamers. I couldn't tell you anybody but like Kai Cenat. I don't really know anybody.
I don't know any streamer. I just know streamer because of Sketch, because of how popular he is.
You know Kai Cenat, though. Kai Cenat, black dude, got real long dreads that are always in twists. He went on live with Kevin Hart. He goes on live with Drewski.
Oh,
yeah,
I know
who you're talking about.
I know who you're
he
talking
gets
about
like
too.
Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice on his live stream. He's in
Dude,
the Uzi video.
He was on Logan Paul's and all them the other day with KD.
That's
and dude,
badass.
he was sitting like this, like the KD, and KD looked at him. He was like, back the fuck up. He was like, dude, why? He was like, why are you sitting like that to me? And he was like, I was just interested. And he was like, I don't care. He was like, back the fuck up. Dude, KD was so pissed, dude. Because he was just all sitting like this close.
He did that to LeBron too. He's like,
to him.
He did a video where he's just like in awe, and he turns the camera around, and LeBron's there like doing mocap videos and shit.
He's like, KD's like, all y'all streamers are weird, especially this motherfucker right here.
Dude,
those streamers are weird. Dude, they're fucking weird.
KD was going off on him. He was like, dude, back the fuck. He was like, why are you sitting like that?
I love when Nate Diaz was on that podcast with like Dylan Dennis or somebody. It's like a jacked guy. He's jacked, but I mean, he's a famous podcaster. And the guy's like telling Nate,
yeah, he's the one that went in that fight with Logan Paul.
Oh, Bradley.
Bradley Bradley.
I don't know if it was him.
He's all jacked up.
Yeah, Bradley's the one who went in the fight. Yeah, he went in the fight with Logan Paul, and they said no cameras and anything like that. And they both fought, and they hugged it out afterwards and everything like that. But yeah, he's a huge dude.
One of those dudes telling Nate Diaz, he's like, you think I could take you? I think I could take you. And Nate's like,
that's him.
Yeah, Nate's like, well, he's asking Nate, you think he'd take me? And he's like, of course. And he's like, really? You think you could take me?
In a street fight?
Yeah.
No, he said that to Sean O'Malley. He said that to Sean O'Malley. And he was like, you think you could take me in a street fight? And he was like, or in an MMA fight. And he was like, well, what kind of like fight is this? Like, is it like a street fighter? And he was like that because he was like, he was like, if it's a street fight, he was like, it's a possibility you probably win, but he was like, if it's an MMA, he was like, no, I'm tapping you the fuck out. He was like, there's no way you beat me. And
Nate was just laughing it off.
Yeah, he was like, maybe in a street fight, he was like, you'd win, but he was like, dude, there's no way. He was like, if I get a hold of you, he was like, you're blacking out.
Yeah. That dude was telling Nate, he was like, you don't think I could take you? Nate goes, you're a podcaster, brother. Speaking of which, did you see the Nate fight?
They asked him, he's like, "Did you ever get picked on?" He's like, "Nah." He's like,
Oh,
"My
yeah, he's
brother."
like, "I had an older
said,
brother."
He's like, I got an older brother.
Yeah, fucking Nick Diaz, your older brother, Jesus.
Dude, that would be crazy. That'd be a crazy older brother
Hell
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
some matches and shit just to keep getting money and shit
that's the
like
money
that.
move.
It's like,
That's the money move
Dude,
right
they're
now.
like- they're like-
Especially if you're retired MMA and you don't want to move those feet anymore.
Did y'all watch the fight?
Hell yeah.
You
It was a good,
you did?
I thought it was a good
Dude,
fight.
Nate and Masvidal.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was a good
I thought
Nate
Nate
didn't
lost.
win that
I was about to say I didn't think
He
Nate
did.
won. You thought he won?
Yeah, they gave it like 8 rounds to 2 to Nate. I was like, there ain't no way.
Yeah, I think
When
gave
they
like
when
8-2
they showed
or
the
7-3.
strikes and like all the deal, Masvidal won everything.
Masvidal outstruck him, and he had better, cleaner, significant strikes. I think that's what mattered to Masvidal, because he got all pissed and was fucking trying to fight at the end of after the post fight interview. But Nate had a lot more volume. Nate had a lot more volume, and Nate wasn't backing up in the ring. He was pursuing almost the entirety of the fight, especially after rounds like 4. Nate was pursuing, and Nate was getting fucking caught with nasty. Oh, your phone died.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's off on the pod tonight then.
Well, hey, we had a good run. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I'm glad you're on, bud.
Yeah.
Sorry I lost you.
Good looking. But no, he got he's off. No, Nate. I think Nate outstruck him. He had cleaner hits. Not cleaner. Masvidal cleaner hits, but Nate had more effective hits too, because Masvidal looked drained in there, especially later on in the rounds. He looked drained.
He did like I didn't watch the whole thing, but everything that I saw, it did like the way they made it look is, yeah, Masvidal definitely lost the fight. But like when I see all the stats, it's like and everybody that's like I saw that watched the fight and talked about it, they said Masvidal won. They thought he won too.
I wouldn't have been blown away if they would have gave it to Masvidal. I wasn't going to argue with that. I'm glad Nate won. I'm more of a fan of Nate. I like Masvidal. I think he's great.
I love Masvidal.
But Nate's a legend, and it sucks because Masvidal's on such a losing streak.
He is.
He's on
really
such
is,
a losing
man.
streak.
I feel bad for him, but I don't know. You got two people that just don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
they really don't.
They don't.
They're
warriors.
They're the two type of people. They're a street fighter.
Yeah, especially Masvidal. He literally came from street fighting.
Yes, he
fighting
came from the streets.
next to Kimbo. You know what I mean?
And then
In
you
Florida.
got Nate that's coming from Compton.
Hell yeah,
just like
Stockton.
Stockton
Slapper, but
it's still, close enough. But
it's all heart in that ring, though.
It really is
crazy, bro. And when I was kind of bummed out when Masvidal got all mad and was like, "I won that fight," and then he was trying to fight dudes after the interview. I was like, man, you got to kind of maintain your integrity.
Yeah,
just be like, it is what it is. On to the next one, type shit. But
dude, I don't know how true it is. I just saw like it was on Instagram, or I don't know if I saw it on Instagram or Twitter. About Khabib. Is he going, bro? Like they said, they seized
his money.
They said Russia seized his deal,
which is scary,
and which is and it is scary because like he's like best friends with Putin.
Yeah,
so
I mean he's like the biggest celebrity he's the biggest crossover celebrity.
And whenever he won the fight and everything like that, like Putin came and gave him all this land and everything in Russia. Yeah, that's what I saw an interview with Dana, and Dana was talking about that. He was like, dude, like it's scary because like whenever he won the fight and everything like that, Putin gave him like him and his family and them like all this land and stuff like that in Russia. Like, yeah, like he's like a star there. And and the crazy deal is like, yeah, his bank account's getting seized. He owes like
$3 million.
He was like it was like so many.
It's hard
so
to
much
differentiate what's real in that shit.
That's what I'm saying. I just didn't know if you knew more about it or not.
Not really. I saw the headline that he was they seized his like $3 million, and then he came to America. He fled. I don't know if he came to America, but he fled Russia. Yeah.
That's a scary part to be
That's
flooding.
You got to imagine like what's really going on behind the scenes with this shit, because I mean, he is the biggest celebrity they have, the biggest, that came to America and conquered it, what he did. Nobody else is coming here. Sports-wise, yeah. Well, I mean, and what other Russians came to America and did anything great in the last 10 years? Also, I'm not trying to just shit on Russians right now. They're cool.
Dude, I'm
like
not
those guys.
I'm not. I was about to say I'm not
like
in
those
this,
guys.
bro. Like,
I'm just saying.
Don't be coming for me, people from Russia.
He is their Michael Jordan. He's
dude.
their LeBron. I mean, he's their LeBron right now.
Hey,
What other? Are there Russians that are good at basketball?
Islam? You just gonna?
Okay, well they're on the same team. It's like I'm thinking big scale here. And what is Islam doing? If they're seizing Habib's fucking money, they got to be putting the clamps on Islam.
It's just a whole weird situation.
It is political too, and
but
I don't know.
Stay on the
politics.
UFC. I was reading a deal, and Dana said that the Spear will probably be the last time there's a fight there in a while because he's like $16 million deep in it. Said this is going to be like one of the biggest sports events of ever.
Is it 303?
No, I think they just did 303.
I
think it's going to be. I think it's like 305 or something like that. I think it's not the next one, but it's like it's the one where O'Malley wants to fight and fucking Alex Pieta wants to fight on there
again,
dude. Yeah, he said he wants to fight in 305.
Is he gonna go to heavy?
His coach was like, dude, pump the brakes, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That's what his coach did.
This is how dudes burn out.
He was like, pump the brakes. He was like, dude, he won the fight. He won that fight Saturday. Monday morning, he was back in there training.
You know they're putting him pound for pound over John Jones. Going off of his fight records, his significant strike totals, dude, the way he's maintained it over the years.
Talking about that because, like, dude, it's been like a huge deal, and like I'm tired of listening to it. And I'll talk about it right now, but I'm tired of like hearing it like all the time because like you put John Jones in a room with anybody, he's the one walking out. I don't care who it is.
And frankly, he was fighting Rampage Jackson.
Everybody's like, oh, John Jones hasn't fought in blah blah years. John Jones hasn't done this, dude. When the dude was on coked out all the time. Finally came back, got clean, came back into the fight, fought Cyril Gane and light heavyweight, and dude just worked his ass in the first round and beat him in like 2 minutes.
That's past his prime. When he was in his prime,
come on, dude.
He was fighting the biggest killers the UFC has ever known: Rampage Jackson, Alex Gustafsson, Daniel Cormier, and he was dominating.
And Dana was like, and they did an interview with Dana. And he was like, dude, honestly, he was like, it's the fans and the commentators and everything like that gets to pick this, and they don't know shit about fighting. He was like, these people do not know anything about that. It's a vote, and John Jones is the baddest man in the world.
Yeah,
he was like, he has never lost a fight, and the fight that he did lose was because of he said the ref's name, and he was the worst ref and he of all time. And bashing this ref.
They didn't have that overturned. And they never have any fight fucking overturned, any decision.
Dude, it was.
Why don't they ever have decisions overturned?
I don't know. And I feel like, Dana has too much pull in that shit, dude. Like, if you think something like was a bad call, you don't give that dude a loss because of it. Yeah. Like, it's like when I'm watching the Contender Series and the ref stopped the fight at the wrong time, and Dana gets up from his chair from that deal, walks to the back because that dude lost and was like, I'm giving you another shot. The ref fucked you, and it was not your fault. The dude goes out there, whacks the dude's ass, wins that fight in the Contender Series. He's on the last episode of last season's Contender Series and won he was winning against the other dude. And the dude caught him, he fell down, and the dude just ended the fight, and like he was still came to, was defending himself and everything like that.
But if Dana does have that much pull, he should be able to go in there and leverage a little bit and say, actually, that ref's out of his fucking mind. Everybody in the building saw how that went down. Like when Holly Holm took that monstrous loss. That was fucking pathetic. That was the biggest giveaway I've ever seen.
Terrible.
That was the worst thing I'd ever seen.
That was the worst judging I've ever seen.
100%.
All of it UFC I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That was the worst judging, and I
still think about
it. We still talk about
it. Dude, it's fucking insane. How
there is no way
nobody
that
saw it that way.
Holmes should have ever lost that fight.
No way, dude. And you see it that way too many times, man. You think somebody with Dana White's
y'all see
you see who's in the back right now. You see who's up on that wall. Some of the greatest of all time.
GSG. You
got George up there. You got the motherfucking Bullet, Valentina Shevchenko. One of the greatest reigning champions there's ever been, and her sister. What's the sister? I always forget the sister's name. Shevchenko. Katya or something like that. It's something
like that.
Russian, and she's a killer too. And then you got Stan. What is it? Cody Stan? Not Cody Stan.
Roy Stan.
Hoist Gracie, and this one's something Stan. Greg Stan. Something Stan. I can never remember. And I can never remember. He's a vet.
We do have some John Jones shorts.
John Jones shorts. They're off cam.
Some fighting John Jones shorts.
Goat shorts.
They're definitely goat shorts.
They're made out of mohair.
Sure.
I'm just kidding.
But
yeah, but I'm excited to see Rose in the octagon.
I was about to say, you got your girl fighting this weekend against my girl, dude. She's so hot.
No. They took Macy out of it.
No, not Macy. I'm talking about the girl, the Hispanic girl.
You like that girl,
dude? I love.
Is she nice? Girl. I can't think of who she is.
Dude,
have I seen her fight?
Dude, yes, and that's the girl that was supposed to fight Lopez in that fight. The dude that got sick,
Tracy Cortez.
Yeah, Tracy Cortez. That was the one that was with that other Mexican dude that was supposed to fight Lopez, and he backed out of the fight.
Oh,
he backed out of the fight. Oh, what is his name?
50K took his place.
With a 4-hour notice was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that is the coolest.
Dan made history with that shit.
Yes, and
bro.
Dana said he will give him whatever he wants because of taking that fight on
Brian Ortega.
Yeah, Brian Ortega.
That's his girl.
That's his ex girl.
Oh,
that's his ex girl. And dude, they were together for a minute.
T-City, that's right.
And bro, she's. Whew.
You got Ponzinibbio fighting Solikov. That's gonna be a banger, dude. Ponzinibbio's scary motherfucker. Drew Dober's big ass is gonna be there swinging.
I think 304 is the next fight after that one. Is it 304?
That's the one that's gonna be in. This one's a fight night. Barber Namun or Cortez Namajunas. After that, there's a fight night. Amanda Lemos is fighting Jandradoba.
She's a beast.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking banger too. Brad Tavares is on that card.
But I think
Choi Sung Woo.
304 is the one that's coming up next. Am I right?
304 is coming up next.
Okay.
That's the one Leon Edwards is putting it up against Bilal Muhammad.
That's the second fight too. That's their second fight.
Is it really?
I thought that said it was like fight number 2 or something like that. I thought
it might be. I don't know if they fought each other. Honestly, Bilal, man, I do not like to watch undefeated? Bilal fight. He's lost 3 fights.
I was about to say,
23-3.
Yeah, he lost to. Yeah, this is their second fight because he's lost to Leon Edwards.
23-3 with 1 no contest. Edwards is 22-3 with 1 no contest.
I got you.
Pretty evenly fought. But if Bilal gets it, I'll
I'd give it to Edwards.
All tongues must confess.
That dude's been balling out here.
He has.
But I'm pretty sure they're fighting in England too. I think that fight is in England.
Yeah, I think you're
because they have, I believe, what's his name? Patty's on there.
Patty. I was just reading this. He's fighting Mean Bobby Green.
And his girl's on there.
Bobby King Green.
I was about to say it's King Green now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he changed his name.
Muhammad Mokayev is fighting Manel Cobb.
Yeah, that girl's on there.
Giga Chikadze is fighting Arnold Allen.
Yeah,
talking about Meatball Molly? Molly McCann. She's fighting Bruna Brazil.
Yeah, she was like, I'm gonna be trashed watching him. I'm gonna be trashed.
Did they give me a Rolex? I need a Rolex, Drake.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one too. I'm excited. Fuck yeah.
We got some good ones coming up, man.
Fuck yeah, this Saturday's gonna be exciting. I was bummed last week we didn't have any fights. That's fucking way she goes sometimes.
It is.
You take what you can get. But we're gonna be watching some basketball tonight. I know that's for a fact. What time does that kick off? Do you know?
Dude, look at that.
What does it say?
It's Tony. Tony flipping me off. I need that motivation every so often. Like Absolutely. When I look at my watch and it's Tony flipping me off. Like I need that motivation sometimes.
That waking you up in the morning.
But no, they should have just started already.
9:30. Yep, 9:30. They're in Vegas.
They should be popping off now. So
I was looking at the starting lineup a while ago.
I can't
just before we
my
end.
phone's dead.
Oh yeah, your phone died. We got Bam Adebayo, Devin Booker, Stephen Curry, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant.
That's the starters?
That's the first 5 I'm reading.
There's no way you got
Anthony Edwards.
There's no way you got LeBron coming off the bench. I don't care who it is.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, that's probably just the whole team.
Drew and LeBron.
I was about to say, that's probably just the whole team.
I figured they'd be in order, but I might just be going down the list.
No way you got LeBron coming off. Dude, LeBron probably would never play on Team USA.
Oh, yeah, this is A to Z.
I was about to say, dude, there's no way you're going to have LeBron coming off the – I guarantee you Curry's starting.
Yeah.
You're going to have probably – I think – dude,
LeBron,
who you having coming off the bench?
Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man.
Who you have? No, let's.
Oh, coming off the bench.
Yeah,
Holiday
who
Drew.
you got coming off the bench? If out of Embiid or Anthony Davis, because one of the two big men is coming off the bench.
I got to start Embiid just out of respect. Yeah. I mean, MVP how many times? Just off the love.
Well, my boy, you got anything else?
I got nothing else. We covered all bases. Everybody, we appreciate y'all sticking around. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Watch the Pod MC. Tell a friend. Watch some sports. Until